Hello everyone and welcome back to the survival series. I do hope you all are doing well, and today we are starting off this episode in the Knitwood village. This is what we did last episode and I can very much confirm it was worth our time. I don't even know how the Knitwoods get in these places, like how are you even in here? But yeah, last episode we also made our base look a little better. I really like how this looks. There were a couple of things on the list that I did not have a chance to do last episode, so that's what we're gonna start off this episode by doing. If we grab some paper, one of the things I've really wanted to do is actually map out our base. I think like a map on a table with like our base would look really cool, so we can create some empty maps. And I've not done this in a while, but I think if we just right click it, yeah, we should have a map here. And oh my goodness, that's like a lot of our base already. That looks so cool actually. And then if we fly over here, we can create another one, and I think this one, yeah, I think these two go together now. And then coming into our main house, we never actually got around to putting anything in here last episode, so I think probably right at the back here we can set up a little table, and then this will be where our map goes. This is pretty much the center, and then maybe another one right here. Oh yeah, those line up. That's great. And now we just need 7 more maps, so we can go and do that quickly. There's number 3, number 4, and 5. That's 6, 7, 8, and this should be the last one. And that's looking pretty cool. Eventually, I think it'd be awesome if we could fill in all of this space here, like all of this randomness with like builds, and kind of make like this middle one, but have it all around the place with different builds that you can see. I think that would be pretty cool, but this is a good start. And now with that done, we can start working on the farms for this episode. As you can probably tell by the title, one of the biggest projects I want to work on today is getting an unlimited source of redstone. We do have a pretty good amount of redstone at the moment, but when the next time we want to make a big redstone project or something, all of this redstone is pretty much going to be gone immediately. And the only way I really know how to automate redstone is through killing witches. So today, that's what we're gonna be doing. Which means first actually finding a witch hut, which is probably gonna be the hardest part of this farm. Fortunately, I do know where a mangrove swamp is, so that's probably a great place to start looking. Good to see our frogs are still doing well. But yeah, I'm hoping if we fly around a little, we'll eventually come across a swamp. And then hopefully that will have a witch hut in it. Oh, actually, this pillager outpost has a horn. Do we have this one yet? Oh, it's the bad one. Nice. Okay, I'll keep it anyways. Oh, here's a desert temple. Maybe we could get a notch apple? Okay, never mind. Oh, yes, I think we found a swamp. Oh, yes, I actually almost missed that, but finally. Oh, that took a while. We finally found it. And you're gonna be getting farmed soon. I hope you know that. But yeah, what? There's 2 of them. So I know I say this with pretty much every farm, but this farm is actually going to be so simple to build. Witch spawning in Bedrock Edition is like incredibly broken. They spawn really frequently and they can spawn multiple at the same time. Like these ones just spawned and there was about 3 of them. There was 2 here and then 1 ran over this way. And so literally this farm is just going to be, we find where the witches, like where they actually spawn. And there's 2 more right there. Oh my goodness, this is so fast. So we find which block they spawn on in here, and then we literally just push them into a trident killer to kill them. That's literally this entire farm. And it will not only give us redstone, but also a ton of sugar. What else do they drop? Gunpowder, some glass bottles. Not the most useful stuff in the world because we already have farms for that, but it's still just nice to have on top of all the redstone we are gonna get. But yeah, we can start clearing out this room. And then we just really gotta stand here and wait. It shouldn't take too long. We're just waiting for the witches to spawn to see what block they spawn on. Oh, actually, yeah, we gotta wait for the nighttime for them to spawn. I forgot about that. Aha, there we go. Okay, so quickly before they move, we just gotta get this down so they spawned right in the middle there. So mobs in Bedrock Edition always spawn in the middle of 4 blocks, so right in here. This is gonna be where the trident killer is. They're gonna fall down, but they actually need a block to spawn on, so we're gonna put 1 here. I went to go smelt up 1 glass. Look at all the witches that spawned. Oh my goodness. So yeah, we know that that works now. Just to make sure that they immediately, when they spawn, fall right into this hole, we'll just put a piece of glass here, so they'll still be able to spawn, but then the glass will just push them out into this hole. And then we can build up some walls, break all the rest of this. And I've completely forgotten most of the materials for this trident killer. Nice. So we can quickly fly back home. And also, since we're back at our base, let's add on to the wall of items. How did you get over here? How? He's let out bees as well. Oh my goodness, all of our bees are out. He's opened up the doors. Oh, now look, he's trying to run away. That's just not acceptable. So I hate peanut butter, want it to be a glazed magenta terracotta, and I disagree with that. Peanut butter is amazing. Scribble wanted to be a stick. Gaming with Hus wanted to be a diamond block. Oh, there goes my anvil. And Infinity X Cat wanted to be a wither skull. Oh, looks like it's almost time to make ourselves another addition to this wall. That'll be exciting. But yeah, if you want to be added to the wall, comment down below which item. In addition to the wall of items, I actually want to start up another tradition that we do every episode as well. A couple days ago on a live stream, someone recommended or gave me the idea to every episode add on another netherite block to this netherite, which I think would be pretty cool. Like, we could obviously make a netherite beacon or something, but everyone does that. Why not make a netherite pillar instead, going all the way up to build height or something? Back at the farm, we can start setting up the trident killer. Nothing too fancy, just the normal observers with a lever. And then just to test it, we can wait a second. And yet, that looks like it's working great. It takes a second or two for the witches to die, but that shouldn't be too bad. And then some final things we just have to do is set up a sorting system. I'm hoping I can remember how to make an item sorter. Hopefully if we go like this and then put some redstone in. Alright, I don't think that worked. Okay, yeah, I think I figured out what was wrong. The glass was in the wrong place. It should stop at 41, and we should get redstone in here. So we got a bunch of witches in here now, so if we kill them all, we should see that only redstone is in here. That's great, and then everything else... if we get, oh dude, this is a mess. But yeah, everything else should go right into this hopper here. That looks like it's worked. And then we can just place down the rest of these chests here. I'm gonna run out. 3 double chests for redstone, and then 9 double chests for every other item should be enough. We can hopefully make this room look a little better by just making everything stone. Everything should now be in place. So if we put a roof over this, so they can spawn in daytime as well. And then we just gotta build up. You don't actually have to be a certain amount of blocks away for witches to spawn. Like, you can be right beside them and they still spawn. The reason we're making the AFK platform up here though is so that none of the other mobs will be able to spawn around the place, and then only the witches will be able to spawn. As you can tell, it's not completely foolproof. Like, there's a hill here which kind of messes it up. Actually, if we grab, I think, yeah, we have it in here. One really useful resource pack I have on right now is called a markers resource pack. It's by Foxy No Tail, and it has a bunch of cool things, one of them being it shows where a spawn radius is. So inside of this green sphere, no mobs will be able to spawn, and then between the green sphere and the red sphere, that's where mobs will be able to spawn. And the armor stand pretty much simulates if I was standing up there. So it's a really cool resource pack. It's made by Foxy No Tail. You should definitely go check him out. He makes some really cool things. I think we may just light up this entire thing so mobs won't be able to spawn inside of this red sphere. Yeah, that should make it a lot better. So if we stand up here now and then get rid of that, we shouldn't really see much things spawning other than like a llama. Just to check, oh yeah, we have a lot of witches in there. So yeah, pretty much that's like literally the entire farm done. We just flick on this lever to start it up. And then we, if I can, oh, okay, yeah, if, we just stand up here, the, farm should really just work. Alright, so I've just gone AFK for about 5 minutes just to see how well this farm works, or to see if it still works, like, just to make sure. Yeah, no, I think I know what the problem is. Yeah, I probably should have checked, if I had actually thrown the trident in. That would have been smart. Okay, let's go AFK again. And yeah, that's a stack of redstone. Oh, all right. So yeah, in 5 minutes we got a stack of redstone. a very good amount of instant health potions. I may actually have to make a sorting system just so that we don't have these, because yeah, these are pretty useless and will just take up a lot of inventory space. But we also got a stack of spider eyes, some sugar as well. That's actually pretty good. And so now that we know that it works, we will go AFK later on for like an hour to just see how much we get then. But before we do that, I want to make this look better, and I'm thinking the design for this will be like a redstone mountain. I think that would look pretty cool. To actually do that, we're gonna need a lot of redstone ores, and I don't have any right now, so we're gonna go find a cave. Okay, here's one, and then we just gotta look for some redstone. I've never seen this. There's a ruined portal inside of this outpost. What? What are the chances of that? Oh, that's so cool. Oh, anything good? Oh, another horn. Which horn is it? Oh, that one's pretty good. That's much better than the other one. All right, so we're back at the farm. I've been mining for about an hour and a half, and we only have a stack of redstone ore. Apparently, a normal redstone ore is a lot less popular than like deep slate redstone ore. So yeah, that was a pain, but we should have enough. I think we'll just start by making some sort of frame for this mountain. Yeah, that should hopefully be good enough. So I'm gonna build up the actual mountain first, and then we can texture it with like some redstone or some andesite and stuff. But yeah, this shouldn't hopefully take us too long. Well, that took a little bit of time, but we should be finished. The original design we had for this with like the really big circle was like really tall. I went all the way past our AFK point, so that didn't work. So I took it all down, and we made this smaller one, which I really like. So now all we gotta do is add some texturing like andesite and gravel, and then add in all like the redstone and redstone blocks to kind of like signify that it's a redstone mountain. And that should be the entire mountain complete. I really like how this turned out. There's a little entrance here where we can actually turn on the farm. I kind of surrounded where the witches spawn in like another small mountain. So we can turn on the trident killer. And then also we have our storage system just down here. I have been building for way too long though, so I'm gonna take a break and probably AFK here for a good hour at least. Because I am tired of building. But yeah. Let's see how well this farm works.
1 hour later.
So I've been AFK for about an hour and a half now, so we can turn off the farm. And for the big reveal, oh, that's pretty good. It might not look like much, but if we gather all of this up, this is like a stack of redstone blocks. Yeah, there we go. That's like passive redstone. That's great. These chests here, I guess some of this stuff is gonna be useful. Like if I don't want to craft glass bottles, I can come over here and get it. Or if I need some more gunpowder and I don't want to go all the way to our gunpowder farm in the nether, we can come here. Maybe some spider eyes actually. The spider eyes will be nice. One thing I do want to do before we go building some other farms is actually connect up this portal with all of our other portals. Last episode we made this really cool nether tunnel, and so we can probably extend it over to this portal over here. Before we do that though, I've kind of like completely run out of deep slate to craft up any of those walls. Plus a lot of my tools need repairing. So we can AFK at our guardian farm to get some quick experience. Kill another wither for a beacon. And then we can dig a hole going all the way down to the deep slate level. Set up a beacon with haste 2. And let's start digging. So I may have gotten carried away a little bit. Yeah, I kind of thought I was just starting a hole anyways, might as well make it big. So now we have a giant hole under our base, which has a slime chunk in it as well. So you probably already guessed where this is heading, but we'll leave that for another episode. I was able to get 6 shulker boxes full of deep slate, so that's nice. That should be much more than enough, as well as a bunch of other materials. Yeah, this was actually a pretty good mining session as well. Diamonds, lapis, everything. So yeah, this shouldn't take us too long. It's just digging out a little bit of netherrack towards the redstone portal, and it should all be done now, which is a nice addition to our tunnel. It's kind of cool how many like different ways you can go in this tunnel. Like just coming over here, you can go that way to our frog farm, or this way. This way takes us to I don't even know, our guardian farm, I think, and then this one goes all the way back to spawn. So yeah, I really like how this tunnel's coming together. We also only used like half a shulker box of deep slate, so yeah, we have a lot of deep slate left over if we ever want to start working on the tunnel to our gunpowder farm. With that being said, we are kind of running out of time for this episode. I do want to make 2 more farms though. Last episode, when we were making our house look better, I did kind of destroy our melon and pumpkin farm over here, and so I kind of want to rebuild it back up, but then make it automatic as well, like an actual farm, which I think would like look nice right here. There's a lot of empty space, so I think I already have a lot of the materials, but I do need melons and pumpkins, which I hopefully have in here. Oh yeah, 4, 4, and 7. That'll be great. The redstone to this farm is really easy, so pretty much we just gotta wait for all of these melons and pumpkins to grow up, which with bone meal that shouldn't take too long. And then literally the only redstone parts is we need observers on top of all of the stems with pistons beside them, and then we just put redstone on the top of these observers with some blocks on the piston, and that's really it. So the stems will grow up, and then whenever they grow a pumpkin or a melon, these observers will detect it and then send a redstone signal to the piston. We can kind of just simulate it quickly, so pretend the melon grows here, and then the stem grows, and then the observer will observe it, and then it will break the melons, and then we'll just have a minecart with a hopper going like below these blocks, and then it will pick up all of the melon and pumpkin drops. How did you even get in here? Oh, okay, guess he's gonna be stuck there. Well, well then. I don't know if we'll be able to see it, but you can probably hear some of the observers and pistons going off, and we can see some melons, so this farm is working. If we look down here, we can see the minecart going across, collecting all of the drops as well. And if we go down here, we have many chests. I don't think we're ever gonna need this much amount of melons or pumpkins. That's actually pretty good so far. Some of the melons and pumpkins are kind of growing outside of the farm though, and they won't be broken. We also kind of need to make this look a little better, so I think I'm gonna put up some walls so they can only grow inside the farm, and then just make the top look a little better as well. Alright, that does look a little plain, but it makes it look a lot better than what it was before. As with every farm, I also went AFK for a little bit, and yeah, we already have more melons and pumpkins than we're probably ever gonna need. So we'll probably let this farm just run in the background whenever we're at our base. And for the final farm of this episode, we're actually gonna be adding on to our habitats. It's probably not gonna be the most useful farm in the world, but we're gonna be making a scute farm, or like a turtle farm. First off, we actually need to find some turtles. Oh, here we go. Okay, that actually didn't take us too long. We need some seagrass as well, and then we can breed them up, and one of them should hopefully lay some eggs. Yep, there we go. I'm hoping I can pick this up with a silk touch pickaxe, right? Yes, I can. Okay, epic. Trident? Ooh, trident, nice. We can then probably do this a couple of times. Oh, there's a lot of turtles now. Okay, awesome. So yeah, we'll probably get a bunch of turtle eggs. Give me another trident. Oh my goodness, we're 2 for 2 on the tridents. And then we can take all the turtle eggs and then plant them and make a habitat for them. I really just said plant the turtle eggs. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, I think that should be 10 eggs. Yeah, that'll be much more than enough. I was originally thinking that I was just gonna make like a plain little beach probably right there, but turtles do kind of need a lot of water, so I think we're actually gonna make a biome down here in the lake. Like, I don't know if you can see this, but like right here we can mark off just for turtles, and I'm thinking also later down the line we can get a whole bunch of tropical fishes as well, maybe even some axolotls. I think that'd be really cool. So we can grab some glass and start building a border. The wall is in place now, and this should be much more than enough room for all the turtles and fish. And maybe I was thinking as well, we could probably put some dolphins in here as well. It would definitely be a difficult task though, like getting the dolphins from the oceans over here. They have a tendency to die really easily, but yeah, that'll be for another time. Next up, we can grab a ton of sand to make a beach. There's some really good space in between our smelting system and this waterfall that we can make this beach. I'm gonna try and transition it as best as I can can, I might add some like coarse dirt and then some sand, and then like transition it just into the regular grass. I don't know how well this is gonna work. All right, so I was originally planning to just make a beach right here, but I expanded it all the way around like this edge here, which I think looks much better. Also, there's a cave down here under all this sand, so I just covered it up with glass. That kind of looks pretty cool as well. I like that effect that the glass has. I also put down a ton of frog lights around the place, so now mobs really cannot spawn anywhere near our base. Next up, I want to build a couple tropical trees, but while I do that, that's probably going to take me a while because I've not built some of these in a while. We can actually let some of these turtles start to grow or hatch. All right, so I put a couple trees around the beach. I like how they look. Since we're not in like a jungle tropical biome though, the leaves don't look very bright, but I guess we have to live with that. I don't really know how to change it. Other than that, I like how the leaves and the trees look. We can add some light to this beach as well, and that should stop all mobs from hopefully spawning. The eggs look like they are starting to hatch, or at least some of them are. While we wait for them to actually grow, we can work on the shoreline. It's kind of just a drop straight down, so let's fix that real quick. Oh yeah, this is really coming together. We can put in some sea lanterns as well to stop drowns from spawning. Oh, turtle eggs take forever to hatch. What? 4 to 5 nights? Oh, okay. I think we're gonna be here for a while. The fish do be spinning though. I just turned my back for 1 second. Did they hatch? And they did hatch. What? How? I like went AFK for literally 1 second. That was not 4 to 5 nights. I've been lied to. What? That fish is speeding. All right, one last thing. I kind of want to make the floor of the lake look a little better. Aha, I did remember correctly. Nice. So we can grab some coral. We'll probably just grab a little bit of each color. Nothing like too big. Maybe some sea pickles as well. And then we can just start spamming some of these down, I guess. I don't really know how coral reefs are supposed to look. Maybe just something like that. And then we can just spam a ton of bone meal everywhere. Aha! I got it. Okay. Alright, so that's awesome. Most of the turtles have now hatched. We're just waiting for a couple more. But I do have some seagrass, so we can feed it to the baby turtles. And hopefully, there we go. We got big turtle. We'll get 2 of them. Alright, 2 big turtles. And then we can breed them up. And then maybe breed them up. Come on. There we go. And then they'll make more eggs. And yeah, we're kind of like making our own ecosystem. We also got some scoots since they grew up. So if we ever need to yeah, I don't know. I forget what these are useful for. Oh yeah, we can make a helmet with them. I forgot. But yeah, I think that's actually gonna be all for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching, and I do hope you guys all did enjoy. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. We're very, very close to 30,000 subs, so if you could subscribe, that would be amazing. In between episodes, I'm definitely gonna be AFKing at our redstone farm to be getting unlimited redstone. But yeah, that's all for now. I hope you all have an awesome rest of your day, and goodbye.